It's a good bounce back win for us today. I thought we started the game with the right tone on the defensive end. And so that was that was by design.
What everyone feared has finally happened, and it's far worse than anyone expected. After months of silence, mixed messages, and the most explosive Olympic snub in recent memory, the relationship between Caitlin Clark and Team USA hasn't just broken, it has been obliterated. Fans kept hoping for a last-minute reconciliation before the next international cycle, but instead, Coach Cheryl Reeve has reportedly doubled down, triggering a shocking twist insiders are calling the point of no return. If you thought the 2024 roster drama was chaotic, what just unfolded behind locked doors has permanently changed the future of women's basketball. According to leaked reports from inside Team USA's training camp, what was supposed to be Clark's clean slate turned into something else entirely, a moment of pure, undeniable disrespect. Witnesses say the scrimmage wasn't competition, it was a message. The Fever superstar wasn't just treated like a rookie, she was iced out on purpose. The most dangerous scorer in the game was told to stand in the corner, while coaches funneled plays to veterans who are clearly past their prime. And when Clark finally asked for clarity on her role, she didn't get coaching. She got a cold shoulder, a silent reminder of where she sits in the Team USA hierarchy. This wasn't strategy, this was punishment. But the moment that sent everything into chaos came straight from Coach Cheryl Reeve. Instead of calming the tension, Reeve doubled down. Her recent comments about chemistry and paying dues felt like a direct shot at Clark, the same tired narrative that justified the Olympic snub. Except now, it feels personal. Insiders are convinced this has nothing to do with basketball. It's about a coach refusing to let a 22-year-old phenom reshape a culture she believes she controls. Reeve seems determined to prove that her system, even a failing one, matters more than the generational star who's bringing millions of fans to the sport. And Clark's response? Silence. No drama. No posts. No public complaints. Sources say she simply walked away. She declined invitations to upcoming mini-camps, signaling her patience is gone. She's done trying to impress a coaching staff that clearly doesn't want her. It's a power move that screams, "You don't make my career. I make yours." Clark is now locking in on the WNBA and her off-season development, leaving Team USA with one massive problem. How do you sell a product without the player who is the product? Because the truth is simple, the WNBA's record-breaking ratings came from one person. And Team USA knows a 2028 Olympic run without Clark is a financial disaster waiting to happen. Sponsors know it too. Nike, who has poured millions into Clark, cannot be thrilled watching their superstar sidelined by outdated politics. Behind the scenes, major partners are reportedly applying pressure. Some are even hinting that the federation may need to choose between a Hall of Fame coach or the generational talent who actually pays the bills. And the fallout doesn't end there. This isn't just coach versus player anymore. It has split the locker room in half. Some veterans stand with Reeve, defending hierarchy. But the new generation? They're watching the face of the league get disrespected and wondering if they're next. Chemistry? It's gone. Trust? Cracked wide open. The culture Team USA claims to protect is rotting from the inside. Players are reportedly walking on eggshells, terrified that publicly supporting Clark could get them benched, just like her. And the most damning part? Insiders say the sabotage during camp wasn't subtle. One practice reportedly featured offensive sets specifically designed to keep the ball out of Clark's hands. In a game built on rhythm, taking the ball away from a playmaker is the same as clipping her wings. And that's when Clark made her decision. Enough. Every time Caitlin Clark made a backdoor cut or called for a screen, witnesses say the same thing happened. She was waved off, ignored, shut out. Teammates weren't freelancing. They were following orders straight from the sideline. It wasn't basketball. It was humiliation. Imagine being the best shooter alive and spending an entire practice as nothing more than a decoy. It was psychological warfare, the kind that breaks ordinary players. But for Clark, it only confirmed what she already knew. She was done. And the fallout isn't staying inside the gym. It's exploding across the entire reputation of USA basketball. For decades, they've preached one core principle: take the best players in the world and dominate. By pushing Clark out, they've broken their own identity. Fans are calling the program a country club, where connections matter more than talent. If the mission is to win gold, leaving out the most electric offensive player on the planet is borderline malpractice. It fuels the growing belief that leadership cares more about protecting their power than evolving with the sport. A darker theory is spreading too. This was planned. Some insiders believe the staff intentionally made the environment so toxic that Clark would quit on her own. Cutting her again would create a media disaster. But if she walked away, they could spin the narrative that she wasn't committed. But the plan backfired. Clark doesn't look like a quitter. She looks like the victim of a coordinated freeze-out. And the fans overwhelmingly agree. Then comes the deeper issue, the Reeve factor. Cheryl Reeve is a legend, no debate, but even great coaches struggle when the game evolves. Clark represents a modern brand of basketball: pace, spacing, range, and gravity that bends defenses in half. It's the opposite of the structured, post-heavy system Reeve built her career on. Reeve sees turnovers, defensive risks, and chaos. The world sees creativity, pressure, and revolution. This isn't just a clash of personalities, it's a clash of basketball philosophies. And Reeve's refusal to adapt sends a message loud and clear. My system matters more than your talent. In sports, that stubbornness usually ends one way: a coach losing their job. Meanwhile, the locker room silence is deafening. Veterans are afraid to speak up. Younger players are horrified, wondering if they're next. Leadership that once bridged eras simply isn't there anymore. Clark wasn't just fighting a coach. She was fighting an entire room that wouldn't lift a finger in her defense. And let's talk about the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics, the crown jewel of USA basketball. That entire marketing blueprint? Built around Caitlin Clark. She's the ticket seller. She's the headline. She's the reason NBC expected record-breaking ratings. Without Clark, Team USA becomes the 1992 Dream Team without Jordan. Good, but missing the magic that sells out arenas. Sponsors are already panicking behind the scenes. They didn't invest millions into chemistry. They invested in Caitlin Clark. But here's the twist that changes everything. Clark doesn't need Team USA. The old system where the Olympics were the only path to global exposure? Gone. Clark sells out stadiums from Indianapolis to Las Vegas. She has signature shoes, endorsements, commercials, global reach, all without a single Olympic minute. Team USA needs Clark to stay culturally relevant. Clark doesn't need Team USA to be a superstar. This entire situation also exposes a massive failure in coaching. A national team coach is supposed to maximize talent, not break it. Coach K redesigned Team USA around LeBron, Kobe, and Durant. Reeve refusing to shape the system around Clark isn't a player failure. It's a coaching failure rooted in ego. It's a battle of power, and the sport itself is suffering because of it. And now, with new leagues emerging and off-season opportunities expanding, Clark has more power than any player before her. Reeve underestimated that, and the fallout may reshape women's basketball forever. With new leagues offering massive salaries, equity, and star-level treatment, the appeal of playing for Team USA, essentially for free, is fading fast. And when the environment turns toxic, the question becomes simple: why would any player risk injury, mental health, or their career to be there? Caitlin Clark has options. She can spend the offseason building her body, sharpening her skill set, and joining leagues that celebrate her talent instead of suppressing it. Her decision to walk away from Team USA isn't emotional, it's smart. Why work for a boss who doesn't value you when you can build your own empire? The media landscape has changed too. Gone are the days when the Federation could control the narrative through a handful of friendly reporters. Now independent creators, podcasters, and millions of fans break down every clip in real time. When the reports of Clark being benched leaked, the internet analyzed it instantly. Body language, stats, spacing, everything. The truth can't be hidden anymore. So when Cheryl Reeve insists it was basketball reasons, fans immediately pull up the receipts proving otherwise. Gaslighting doesn't work in 2025. So what comes next? The next move belongs to USA Basketball. They're facing a generational decision. Do they stand behind their longtime coach, effectively exiling the most popular player in the world? Or do they make a leadership change and bring in someone capable of coaching modern superstars? Rumors say quiet conversations have already started with coaches who openly praise Clark's game. If Reeve is removed, It will be labeled a mutual decision, but everyone will know why. Stick with Reeve? They risk a fan revolt. We've already seen WNBA viewership drop the second Clark hits the bench. Imagine the ratings disaster of an Olympic team that deliberately leaves her off the roster. Merchandise sales alone would crater.